It is a brand new segment here on the Morning Blend. It is called Wellness Wednesday, and today we're going to focus on acupuncture, how it works, and how it can bring your body to its ultimate potential. There are countless ways that it can help you, and here to show us exactly how is Chilan Mustain. He's with J-Star Acupuncture and Wellness. Good to have you on today.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
I am fascinated with this practice, and you are the expert, and you're going to walk us through how this really helps us. So let's start off with the basics. How does acupuncture work for someone?
Okay. Well, I brought this graphic. It's going
to show up here in
My
just
daughter
a
helped me
second.
draw it.
Oh,
I'm
very
not
nice.
the best artist.
Okay, so how does this relate to acupuncture?
So it's a metaphor. Imagine if the body is a garden.
Okay.
And you need certain resources to be distributed properly in your garden for it to flourish. So if you have like irrigation channels going through your garden, you have your rows, and you have water running through them. If there's a blockage right here or here, it's going to cause one side to flood. And one side is going to dry out. Acupuncture just opens and closes the gates at those junctions to move around resources to put everything back in balance.
That is a great way to walk us through and describe that. So how long, if you need to get your body in balance and you go and get acupuncture, how long does it typically take for your body to get back to normal and to run smoothly?
So a treatment is typically an hour.
Okay.
And we usually recommend once or twice a week for up to a month to 6 weeks, depending on the person's condition. You know, people who have been sick for a long time, they'll take longer than that. People who just recently hurt themselves or something that just came up short, like a cold or flu, obviously resolves much quicker.
So even if you do have something that is a little more extreme, on the extreme side, can you feel the benefit after one session?
Usually you begin to feel some benefit right away.
Okay. Yeah. So how can it help, you know, if we're going into acupuncture and we want to start the process, how do we prepare? Is there a way to prepare for that? How do we do that?
Definitely make sure you ate breakfast.
Okay.
Get as much rest as you can before you come to treatment. It's good to plan to have a restful day afterwards. Like, don't leave your treatment and then rush to a meeting and, you know, through rush hour traffic and all of that, because you want to give things time to settle.
Okay, so we plan our day out and we just make sure that our body is accepting of the acupuncture, and it doesn't hurt. A lot of people see the needles and they immediately think, oh, I'm out. That's too much for me. But it doesn't.
It typically doesn't hurt, no.
And they're very small needles.
They're very thin, like an eyelash.
Okay, and you put them in specific places. Like you came on before and we were showing somebody's back who they have, you know, some problems there, but you don't necessarily put the needles by the injury because your body is all working together. So I think you guys put it on her feet even.
Exactly. So imagine if this side is dried out, like we said before, maybe the blockage is over here. And so you're treating somewhere else to affect an area that's been out of balance.
Is it nice to see the reaction from some of your patients?
Oh, that's the best part.
Is that the most
rewarding? When people
rewarding?
get up and they feel better.
And so Oriental medicine, there are so many aspects to this. It's not just acupuncture. What else do you offer?
There's so many other parts to it. So acupuncture is what's well known and what people tend to use, the term that people tend to use. But there's gua sha and cupping and tuina and herbal medicine, dietary counseling, qigong, many other parts of Oriental medicine. And in the coming weeks, we'll have other practitioners coming on and talking about some of those different modalities as well.
I'm excited about that. I'm not typically a big yoga person, but you were saying that it has some of the types of yoga positions, but it's coming from a different place.
Yeah, there's a different underlying philosophy to qigong and yoga, but they're very similar in what they do for you.
So if I'm watching at home right now and I'm suffering from some sort of an ailment, how does acupuncture help me specifically? Can you tell us some of the things that you treat with acupuncture?
Oh, that's a very broad question.
Is it?
This week I've treated a lot of allergies. I've treated a lot of head colds this week. Back pain's always on the menu. That's like probably the #1 thing people come in for, like back pain and sciatica. I've been treating a lot of shoulder pain recently, digestive problems. Things change seasonally.
And how long is a session?
Typically an hour.
Okay, so typically an hour, and you go in and then you start feeling the benefits right away, or is it after you're finished?
Sometimes you feel things immediately when the needles are placed. Sometimes it takes up to 24 hours for the effects to kick in. But you should always feel some relief by the end of treatment, at least feeling just more in balance, more rested, more energized.
Do people get sleepy? Is this more of like a relaxation?
Yeah, a lot of times people
treatment?
sleep.
Really?
I come in and I see them snoring, and I'll close the door and let them sleep a little longer sometimes.
Oh, that's so nice. That's the added benefit. You were talking about people who suffer from insomnia, and this works for that.
Yeah.
Oh, love that.
A lot of times they'll sleep on the table when they're getting the treatment.
I'm really looking forward to everything that you have coming up. You're giving us such a great education and really opening our minds to different options that are natural instead of just taking a pill. Thank you, Chilan.
Thank you.
Good to have you here, and good to have you continuously here every Wednesday. So right now, Jade Star Acupuncture is offering a $99 new patient special, which is normally $120. That includes a 90-minute appointment. So for more information, you can head over to their website. It is jadestaracupuncture.com, or you can simply call them at 520-881-0827.